especially in Zagreb. Hello everyone, well welcome to American TESOL Presents Free Friday Webinars. I'm Shelly Sanchez-Terrell and we're here every Friday. It's absolutely free. You can bring a friend and you can get a certificate. We've done over 100 presentations, so we do have a time difference this week, so just FYI. You can have a recording and you can also get certificates from American TESOL. They have the American TESOL stamp. You just go to the bit.ly address, which is case sensitive, so I'll put it in the chat box there. I also created a Pinterest of marks because there's actually tons. There's about, I don't know, 50 presentation tools to 100 out there online. And I didn't put all of them in this presentation because it was already a lot that I'm covering. But you can find previous webinars that I've done on other presentation tools and how to use them. So here I'm going to give you a few lesson ideas, but also as well some tips. I really like this. I think our students get really nervous when they're giving presentations, and it's really important that they are able to give presentations because I have my students of all ages practice this, and now Croatia is the 28th country I've been to. I'm training teachers, and I get to take their classes, and I've worked with a lot of teenage classes and young learner classes in Croatia and Slovenia, and been helping them with giving presentations about their mobile devices and projects they do for that. So I require presentations for my students of all ages, well, pretty much from about 8 years old on up. And the reason why is because I need them to get to feel confident speaking, and the best way to do that is if you actually speak. If they can convey a message, if they feel confident, then it really helps them in their jobs. When I've taught adult learners in Germany, it helped them get to a higher level, a better position, promotion. So giving presentations is really quite a craft, a skill that you can learn, and it's also something that your students will really appreciate in the future. So I think it's good to get them to do that. Plus, it's a great way of assessing your students. It's a great way to see their English level, what they learned from the project. So I think it's definitely important that we have them present. So I'm going to share with you some tools. Here are a few things that we need to go over with our students when we're giving presentations and teaching about presentations. So there's body language, so we can help them with that, such as things like what to do with their hands, what to do with their face, to smile, eye contact, these kind of things. That's really important. Visual elements as well, what kind of things they put inside their presentations. A lot of times I try to have less words and more pictures. Sometimes per webinar, and when you share it on SlideShare though, sometimes you have to have the words to kind of explain when people miss things out. But there's usually like a bullet point rule. It's like a 5 or 6 limit bullet point. It's good they don't have big paragraphs. I mean, so these are things that we work with with our students. Organization, how to organize, how to plan and prepare, because they say practice, practice, practice. About their audience, how to consider their audience, how to talk with their audience, vocal cues, if you go very, very fast and you're excited about something versus if you slow down to stress a point or maybe to surprise your audience or even to have complete, because those are all kinds of things that can really help with the presentation. How to enunciate. So these are things you can practice with your learners. Another important thing to teach them when we are giving presentations about Creative Commons. I use Flickr a lot for images. I also use something for the stock images. When you see stock images and they don't have a CC, that's because I'm using Photo Express. I'll go ahead and I'll share with you Photo Express. You get 10 free stock photos a day. It has a lengthy process to sign up, but once you sign up, then you'll get them every single day, 10 of them. So that's really great, and that's where a lot of my photos come from. CC Mixer is where I get all of my music. I absolutely love CC Mixer. Oh, okay, thank you. Benjamin shared a great site, searchcreativecommons.org as well. Online presentation tools, they're not only giving presentations, and you'll see how to give online presentations as well, not only in the webinar format, and I'm not talking about webinars in this particular presentation. I'm doing more like Web 2.0 tools, but I have in the past done a webinar on how to deliver a webinar, so you can find that somewhere in the archives. But one of the things about it is, and this can help you as well, is whenever you give a presentation, something I say for my students is, especially teachers, when you do so much for creating presentations that you might as well share it, because a lot of times when you give a live presentation, 1 or 2 or 3 people might show up, sometimes 10. But if you share it online, you can get thousands and thousands. Some of my slide shares have actually had 30, 40,000 viewers. So many people get to use this free resource, and that makes me very excited because I created it. And as teachers, we're always creating materials. We're always creating every day. We create a lesson plan. We create something for our students. We get things together. We bookmark. We research. So it goes a lot longer of a way if we publish it online. But our students as well, then it begins to become a portfolio for them, but others can see it as well. Now, you've probably heard of death by PowerPoint, and so there are presentation tools to do that. So these are the first ones I'm going to introduce you to. But there are activities to kind of do this. These are 3 different types of presentations. These make the presentation very succinct, and these are great to do with learners. Now, this is Mariana that I was just with in Croatia. Mariana did this as well with her students. She did a Pecha Kucha or something like this. So these are activities you can do with your students. There's a famous Pecha Kucha given by Ken Wilson. So basically, you take a presentation and you tell your students they have 20 slides, 20 seconds each, which equals 6 minutes and 40 seconds. There's another type of a short and condensed presentation, and this is to get, you'll notice your students have to speak faster, they have to get their points across clear. It's much more difficult to give a Pecha Kucha than it is a normal presentation if you're taking 30 or 40 minutes. These are some things that I wanted to share with you. You can do the Ignite. That's the same kind of thing, except it's 15 slides, 20 seconds each. It equals 5 minutes. And then there's something that Heike Phelps introduced called Presto. That's 3 minutes, 45 seconds. It's 15 slides, 15 seconds each, and it's meant to be done online. So these are the types of activities you can have your learners do, and a lot of English language teachers are having their students do this now on various different topics. Sometimes they allow their students to choose the topic. If they're adult learners, then you can have them do a topic related to some kind of presentation they may have to give at work. It may be about their work. You can have them present their work. You can have them pick a clever topic. You can have them pull from a bag different topics, and then that's their topics that you can have them explore. You can put all the themes if you're doing a book. Bye, Mariana. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope your son feels better. Domo feels better. So then you can have different types of, you can take the themes from the book and then you can put them in a bag and then they can each explore them, and it's a great way to introduce all the chapters in the book or all the themes in the book. Yes, and I have talked about VoiceThread in the past, so I'm not going to mention it in this one. And plus, I always mention VoiceThread because I love it so much. This is one of the tools you can use. It's really great. You can embed with it. It's you can upload PowerPoint. You can upload a PDF, an Excel document, Word, Google Docs, OpenOffice, and then it gives you a webcam on the side of your presentation, and then you can record yourself reading through the slides. So it's really great. Here the kids, you can even see kids are using it, but a lot of adults use it as well. And you can embed it in a blog or a wiki, so you can put them all together, all your students' presentations. And I think that's really important. It's really easy to edit and stuff as well. Brainshark does the same kind of thing, but it's only audio. You can upload PowerPoint documents, photos, even video clips for Brainshark. And one of the bookmarks I have, free. All of these tools are free, and I know they're free because I've used it for free. So sometimes they have freemium versions, and then they have a premium list as well. Brainshark has a premium, but they all have free versions, and free versions have worked really well for me. The only problem with the free version is, okay, so if you get an educator account, then you can have your students sign up without doing an email. But I have my students register. They have to register individually. A lot of times they can register with their Facebook account, and so they don't necessarily mind doing that. If you have older students. Yes, exactly. I'll have links later so you can see. You can even see my presentations on Present Me. I also have a teacher training videos from Russell Stannard, who does a great one on Brainshark and gives you all the details. And these are all in the pin interest. So if you look at the pin interest, you can find all of these as well. And I'll bookmark my presentations as well. But this one you add audio, and you can add audio from your telephone. You can add it from a microphone, or you can record your audio and then add it as an MP3 upload. You can embed, and it's available on mobile devices. So once your presentation is up there, you can have, let's say that you're trying to flip the classroom and you're giving a lecture or something like that. You can use this as well, and then your students can have this available on their mobile device and to learn from, in case they missed it or anything like that. The next one is Novio.com. It works the same way. The only thing, it doesn't have embedding, it doesn't have the options that Brainshark or Present.me have, so I prefer those better. So these are some lesson ideas. You can do an About Me project. They can talk about themselves. I have them do something called a 3-2-1 introduction. Give us 3 things we should know about you, 2 of your favorite activities, and 1 of your dream jobs. For the teachers I train, they have to do the dream job if they were not a teacher. So more ideas. You can have them create how-to guides. So on the PowerPoint, they can give step-by-step images that they took from a website. So if you want them to explore various Web 2.0 tools, you can give them a list at the beginning, have them choose the ones that they're going to use, and then each of them can create a tutorial. You can have them review books, movies, articles. You can have them report on any kind of research. You can give them different news events, and then they can make it more succinct and add it and talk about it in the presentation. They can reflect on the lesson. So after you finish a lesson, you can even divide the different sections within the chapters or within a bunch of a unit, and then you can have each kind of pair or each person review it. You can have them share memories, customs, traditions. I've had students share things from, if I have had many different cultures, then they'll share something like how to make a recipe, or how to create, how to make tea, or how to do karate or something like that. So they enjoy those presentations a lot. Slideshare.net, that's what I use to collect all my presentations. You'll see I have 96 slides. So I've given hundreds and hundreds of presentations. I think I've given at least 300 presentations. So that's quite a bit. I'm always giving presentations. But one of the things I love about SlideShare is so I create my PowerPoints, and then it's not a creation tool. It's more like a store tool. So I upload my PowerPoints after. I'll upload this one as well. You can upload documents or PDFs. I can make it to where you can download it, so it's really easy. It puts in a really nice format. It allows for embedding. One of the great things about this is it also will do you can upload presentations. Okay, can you upload presentations with audio to SlideShare? You have to do the audio afterwards. It's called a zipcast. So you can do that. I think you only get 1 free zipcast though. And you can do web meetings as well, to where people can all hear you talk, and then it records it. It's available on mobile devices. But one of the great things I love about it is when you have YouTube videos, you can add the YouTube as a slide. So if you click through the presentation, all of a sudden the YouTube video will come out when it's supposed to. And so I think that's really just an incredible feature of SlideShare. It gives you great analysis as well. It puts the presentation notes, and a lot of times I'll take the presentation, I'll upload to SlideShare. Here's a little trick. You can upload to SlideShare. It does all the notes, so you can copy that and you can paste it on your blog, and you'll have all the things that you just had on your SlideShare. It's easier to do it that way. It's quicker. It saves you some time if you're doing a blog post about it. SlideRocket.com. Now this is a creation tool, so you can actually create presentations. It's supposed to make your PowerPoint much better. So you have different types of templates like this. It gives you different types, a library of images to work with as well. Beautiful fonts. You can embed this. You can add audio as well. You can also do this on your mobile device, so it comes out really beautifully on your iPad. And also, one of the things that it does is it'll let you present from your mobile device. Now, I haven't tried it from an Android. I have my Android, but I haven't tried it from an Android tablet yet. So I'm not really sure how it works with that, but I know it works well with the iPad. One of the things you can do is also PhotoPeach. PhotoPeach is really fantastic. It's a SlideShare tool as well. You can embed it as well. It has audio. It has a music library to choose from, so you don't have to worry about the Creative Commons. It's sort of like an Animoto, but it is a slideshow. So that's why I have it under presentation tools. The great thing is when people comment, it becomes part of your slide presentation. So at the end, you can see all the comments that people made on your presentation. You can delete the ones you don't like. Another really great thing that your students can do is they can make it into an interactive quiz. This is the one from Mariana, who just stepped outside of the room, and I spent some time with Mariana just a couple of days ago in Aguilin, so that's why I was saying bye to her. She had to leave, but she did this wonderful quiz. She was teaching Frankenstein with a graded reader, and so she made this quiz for her students. And so this is what it looks like on a PhotoPeach. But your students as well, after they give a presentation, a lot of times teachers say, well, how do you keep the others interested? Well, this is a great way. They can give the presentation, and within the presentation, they create questions at different intervals, and they can make sure the class is listening. It's a great way to kind of pause and be like, which one do you think it is? And then they can raise hands if they want, or they can do a polling. You can match it up with the poll and stuff and see who gets it right. This is a new tool. It's by Russell Tarr, who's absolutely amazing. He's a teacher in Toulouse, and he works in an international school, and he creates all these, he's a programmer as well, and he creates all these incredible tools at classtools.net for teachers. A lot of them are free. And so this is Brainy Box. Brainy Box is only 6, so you can only do 6 slides. It's 6 presentation format, but you can embed video in one of them. It acts as a cube, so you click it and it just like flips over. It's so cool. It looks like a Rubik's Cube in a way. Now, Marissa Constantinidis, I went ahead and I bookmarked this post, but she actually gives some great ideas for using Brainy Box. She says you can do a 6-image challenge. One of her ideas as well was to do 6 random images from anywhere. To choose. Your pupils can. They can use their own photos to tell a family story, or they can use their own drawings or videos to tell another story. VooBox transforms presentations completely, so it doesn't look like a PowerPoint. It actually goes horizontally, or you can go vertically. Now it embeds as well. It's great for timelines. You can put videos, you can put hotspots on it. So like if I clicked here on an actual VooBox, I could, it would go to a link and take me somewhere. You can go to videos, you can put different types of fonts laying out backwards, forwards. You can make it look different. You can scroll on the bottom and it'll keep moving to the side, or you can do something where it automatically plays. So these are different things to work with. You can, one of the great things about VooBox is you can have a bunch of images and you can choose the collage feature here. It has one feature called collage, and it'll automatically put them all up for you. and then you just go and you just add the links, and it makes it look pretty and everything. So it saves time, because a lot of times we spend so much time on design, like where do I put this picture or that picture in the slides. So it's really quite cute, nice. Oh, Alexandra shared her cube story. Oh, thank you. That's great. Bite Slide. Bite Slide's a lot like Glogster. Now, in the past, I talked about Glogster. I think it's fantastic and wonderful. Bite Slide is another type of interactive presentation tool. It's a poster tool. So you can create slide books with images, videos, text. It's embeddable, and you can download this as well. So that's one of the great things as well, because Glogster does the same. You can embed it. So it's just a different kind of thing than Glogster, but it's really nice. ThingLink. ThingLink is another poster presentation tool. And ThingLink, you put up a photo, and then you create hotspots within the photo. You can add videos. You can embed videos in it. Each of these points here becomes a link you can visit. It becomes a video that comes up. It can be sound. They can hear you talking about that. So here I could add a sound bite that says something of how that I climbed up this mountain, how long the elevation was, and things like that. So you can create a story around the text. You can have a presentation where if they studied something, then they have the image, and then the different points become the different talking points or presentation materials that surrounds it. They can add music and stuff as well. Here are collaborative presentation tools. So that means that more than one person can work on it on the same time. So if you have pair presentations, or if you have group presentations, these are very good options. Prezi, and Prezi has gotten better. So if Prezi used to make you dizzy before, give it another try. This is why you want to do that, because Prezi now, you can play it as a video. It has a free iPad app. It has a music library now. It has music, video, sound, and text. It has these beautiful templates with different hotspots ready for you. It is so nice now. It has, you can play it as a video. You can add YouTube videos. If you just put the link, automatically the YouTube video comes up there. I started doing a lot of things on Prezi, and the reason why is because it saves me a lot of time, because then all the links are there. So I can present this from online, I can download it offline, and I can work on it as well. But the great thing about Prezi, you can export it and it comes as a PDF, and then you can present it offline. But the great thing about Prezi is then you don't have to worry about uploading, because usually with my PowerPoints I have to upload to SlideShare. Well, Sean, you should try it again, because it's gotten much better. It does work on Android. Yeah, it does work on Android. They've made it as a video, so that's a good question. So the video does work on Android. I don't know if the actual app, I don't know if they have an app for it, though, where you can create offline. Google Docs/Drive is a wonderful tool for creating. I have this one that I created with the teacher in Israel when I was doing training in Israel. You can create PowerPoint, spreadsheets, documents. You can embed it later. You can have hotspots. So when you can make something a hotspot, like if they click Shell Terrell or Leo Sullivan, they'll go to our Twitter pages. It acts as a cloud, so everything's automatically stored for you. That's always wonderful. You can have a group chat. So when you're collaborating, you can see, usually on the side, you can put notes and you can chat together. You can open this up and create this with a Google Hangout, so you can have your videos and you can create this at the same time. You can reverse changes. So let's say that somebody came in later and they made changes. You can look at all the changes that happened before, and so you can reverse those changes. It's a free app for all formats, drives, Windows, iPhone, everything. It's on there. One of the things that is done for me, because I travel a lot, that I love a lot about Google Docs and Drive, make sure you have Drive, is that I work on it offline on my computer, and it's automatically downloaded offline, everything. It makes it available offline. And then as soon as I get an internet connection, it updates all my offline work. So it's so amazing, because it saves so much time, because now I can work on things in an airplane and stuff like that. And as soon as I get an internet connection, it updates it for me. You can add comments, so if you're working together as a group, it's really great for that. So there's just so many great things I can say about that. My other favorite, and one of the last tools I'm going to introduce, is Livebinders. Livebinders is what I use for the Free Friday webinars resources. You can present with Livebinders. So it works as a bookmarking tool, but at the end of it, you can present as well. It has different presentation options. You make different tabs. That's why they call it. It looks a lot like a binder. But you can make it look more like a website. I'll show you what it is about. You can edit this so that way, look, I added a picture. I add all of this text I added. They have different templates. If I was supposed, I could also just make it a web page. It could just attach to a web page itself. So this is the option that you go under View, and then you can choose this option as well to make it more like a website instead of the other option. So you have two different options. Either the tabs on the top with sub-tabs on the bottom. You can click any of those, or you can have all of them over on this side. And those are the ways you can present. So when you're presenting the students, after they've done research and stuff on a big project or topic, then they have it all there and they can just present it. They don't have to make a presentation additionally. So that's great. You can have different types of Livebinders. You can embed them. And then one of the great things as well is you can access this on your, you can access this and you can add a bookmarklet. So every time I bookmark something and I want to update my presentation, that's why I use this for the webinars, because every week I need to update this, so it makes it easy. It's a bookmarklet. It actually comes right here on the computer. You can see right here. It's on my Google Chrome, but you can get on Firefox as well. And then as soon as I click that on any website, it comes up, and then it gives the URL. It gives me a tab title, and then I can add a comment if I want. I just click main tab or sub tab and then add to the binder. It takes 10 seconds. You can get this on any mobile device as well, so you can view it on a mobile device as well. There are so many presentation tools out there. I actually have bookmarked a free ebook. It's 20 terrific presentation tech tools for kids, but a lot of the tools in there, it talks about VoiceThread, it talks about Glogster and all of these other tools that I didn't mention, and it gives you ideas for them as well. It's free, so download it. I didn't create it, somebody else created it, and it's a great resource. Impressor.com, it's another type of slide presentation tool. You can embed it. You get free music library. It has transitions. It's really nice tool as well. So this was the activity I was talking about, the 3 things we should know about you, 2 favorite activities, and a dream job. That's 3, 2, 1. So you can do a lot of things with these kind of things. You can have digital stories. You can have them recreate a scene, recreate a memory, tell about their culture, present different projects after they've worked on a group project. Okay, so here are a few apps. Okay, so let's skip to a few apps. Quickie. Quickie is a presentation tool. It's more like a video tool. It works a lot like Animoto. You put up all your pictures, and then you have beautiful slide presentation with different types of music. You can make the different pictures look really nice as well. So you can create presentations on your mobile device. Your students, the best one for creating presentations, I think, on a mobile device is on your iPad, which is Haiku Deck. Haiku Deck is a lot like PowerPoint. So it looks like this. You sign in, you put in your information, it comes out on your keyboard, and then you tap to edit. When you tap to edit, you get different types of images that you can search for. They're Creative Commons images, or you can add your own images. And it's so easy because you just take a picture on your mobile device, and there you go. There's your slide. I can use all the ones I just used for Split just a while ago. Your students will love choosing their Instagram photos because they take so many of them, and they love using their Instagram photos, so it's a great way for them to use them. Or they can search for related images. Then they have where they select any of the images. These are the kind of images you find. I search for iPad because I give a lot of iPad presentations and iPad training to teachers. And these are the beautiful images that I found that were Creative Commons. So you don't have to worry about that with it. Then it gives you a layout, so how you can lay out your text on top of it. And then when you choose the layout, then it makes it look beautiful and nice and succinct. There's a lot of examples of how to use Haiku Deck out there. I've even bookmarked some student examples that have been created. Here are some other, SlideShark is an iOS app. It just basically lets you have your PowerPoint so you can present it from your mobile device. How do you assess these? Well, you can assess all of these with different types of rubrics. Kathy Schrock has one for everything. She has a Pecha Kucha Ignite rubric, how to a multimedia presentation. So many different types of digital storytelling, different types of book trailer, a basic video production. So she has a rubric for everything. You can download it, you can make it your own, you can edit them, and it's absolutely free. You can find all of these different types of bookmarks, and I'll go back and bookmark more, including this